Okay, let's try this again. Shaking my head, guys. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I just lost connection. It just completely froze. I wanted to sit there and wait for it, but I was like, I don't want to sit here too long. So let us go with this for part 2. I'm going to wait for a couple of seconds and get my viewers back. And yeah, we'll take it from there. Yeah, I don't know what happened, guys. I probably got hacked by Bitconnect. Who knows? Because I was just in the middle of a sentence. Next thing you know, it froze. And yeah. So let me try to get some of my viewers back. All right, the viewers are slowly coming back. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, with Bitconnect, excuse me, I'm not exactly sure what are the use cases. All right, Bitconnect is a platform where you put your Bitcoin on, right? They give you these Bitconnect tokens, or where you can loan out your Bitcoin, all right? They give you back these Bitconnect tokens, which the only thing that you can do with them is loan them out again, all right? And then it would be one thing, right? If you could loan out your Bitconnect tokens, or people could take loans from you in Bitconnect tokens, take them over to Poloniex, take them over to Bittrex, and do some trading. All right. It isn't listed on Poloniex. It isn't listed on Bittrex. It's only listed on its own market and Livecoin and a bunch of other very small exchanges. All right. So that raises a red flag for me. All right. Poloniex already has a method where you can lend out your Bitcoin and make profit off of that. If that's what you want to do, go on Poloniex and lend out your Bitcoin. All right. The point of cryptocurrency is to be your own bank, have control of your money, and not really having to trust platforms to that far of a degree. Now, when we put our money on Bittrex and Poloniex and other things, of course we have to trust it. All right, we have to trust Poloniex and these things to a certain level. All right, but this whole Bitconnect thing, the only way that you're going to make money off of this, all right, is if you use your influence to get people to trust you and sign up under you. All right. Now, if you're okay, now, mind you, like I said on Adam Meister's show, if you guys haven't seen that, go and check that out. I was just on Adam Meister's show on Friday, me, Leon Fu, Yes for Motivation, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but he's a gentleman from Steemit. All right. So like I said, I do consider myself to be a level of a Bitcoin maximalist. I'm not a 10th degree Bitcoin maximalist, like say someone like a Tone Vase. All right. Tone Vase is strictly Bitcoin. I talk about other cryptocurrencies. I do hold other cryptocurrencies. I am not against making profit. That is one thing I am not against. I am against making profit in sleazy, slimy ways, and I'm not going to risk my influence or people even wanting to listen to me to make $1,000. I'm not going to do that. All right, I can get on my Forex account, make some trades, catch a couple of pips, and make $1,000 with my eyes closed. So I'm not that hungry to make $500,000, you know, or something like that. And the reason that I do not promote Genesis mining is because I did my own study with Genesis mining. I bought some Genesis mining contracts, and at first I started to promote it because I was like, oh, this is cool. You know, they're not stabbing anyone in the back. But then I noticed that the way that I was making most of my my profits were increasing was by promoting it. So I stopped promoting it. And I said, okay, let me see how much money I truly make off of just the platform itself. All right. A whole year later, I barely broke even. All right. So it's like I just lent up my money for a whole year with Genesis mining. And this is from my own experience. This isn't from me talking from somebody else's experience. I could have easily got on here and, promoted the hell out of Genesis mining, got all kind of hash rate and made my money from that. But I'm not comfortable with that. All right. Because the reason I'm not comfortable with that is because I will benefit from it, yes. But the people who put their money into it will only benefit from it is if they do the same thing that I did. If they start a YouTube channel and they promote it like crazy. That's the only way that's in my opinion. And not only my opinion, from my experience. I did it. I had a Genesis mining contract for a whole year and barely broke even on my money. All right. So that's just my experience with Genesis mining and Bitconnect. I am not going to sign up to Bitconnect. I'm kind of willing to. I would be willing to, put $100 on there and lose it or whatever, but I'm not willing to do it because I know I would have to promote it. I would have to promote Bitconnect to other people to get them to sign up into my downline. All right. And I am not for that. All right. So the safest way to increase your Bitcoin, people, is to buy it. The second safest way to increase your Bitcoin is to trade cryptocurrencies. All right. Trade cryptocurrencies. Have tight stops. Have set exit points. When you do make profit, don't get greedy. No matter how small it is, take your profit. All right. Now enough of that. Let's get into the screen share and talk about Stratis and Pivx and other stuff. All right. It's funny looking at yourself on this. Matter of fact, let's start off here. We're going to start off at CoinMarketCap. This is the place that I come and check out these coins. All right. So on Adam Meister's show, he asked me, what coin do I think is going to dump in the coming week? And what coin do I think is going to pump? And the coin that I said I think is going to dump is Pivx. All right. And Pivx is only listed on Bittrex. So we can't look at it on TradingView. TradingView only lists coins from Coinbase, Kraken, Poloniex. For some reason, I'm not sure why. I think I'm going to write them an email and ask why don't they list coins from Bittrex. Maybe Bittrex is too small of an exchange for them. But I did say that I do think Pivx is going to fall down. We could look at the chart, but I don't feel like going into my Bittrex account. All right. But Pivx, the move is too sharp up. All right. The move is too sharp up. From my research, I'm thinking that they're supposed to implement ZK snarks. They don't have that technology yet. All right. They don't have everything that they want to have. All right. So the only thing that is driving this price is the hopes that people's hopes that it can be the next Dash and they want to buy it low. That's the only thing right now. All right. So anything that's moving in this sharp of an up move usually will correct. All right. Now let's look at Stratis. Stratis, the chart it's a newer coin. All right, so there's not much information on the daily chart, but I like to use the daily charts. All right, it's going to give you the strongest information, in my opinion. The lowest I'll look at 4-hour charts and 1-hour charts, but that's in very specific situations. All right, but let's look at the 4-hour. All right, let's look at the 4-hour. All right, it's in a downtrend within the 4-hour. All right, we have a bearish crossing. This right here is called the bearish crossing. All right, when your lower time frame moving average crosses your higher time frame moving average from above. This is called a bearish crossing. Now, you don't want to just trade off of moving averages, all right? Or just take the information from a moving average solely, because a moving average is something that they call a lagging indicator. The information that you're going to get from this is lagging, all right? So you don't want to just get all your information from this. But the downtrend for Stratis is continuing. Let's go back to the daily chart. All right. We have a bearish continuation here. All right. Now it came between the two moving averages. All right. This is a very dangerous place between the two moving averages, especially when the moving averages aren't tight together. You see how the moving averages are close together right here? This is more predictable. But when they're spaced out like this, anything can happen. It can come in between these moving averages and shoot back up. But when they're tighter and it crosses below or above them, it usually continues in that direction. All right. The other day I tweeted out that I think that Stratis is going to recorrect to around 33,000 Satoshis. That's when I put this support line. When I tweeted that out, the Stratis platform, the Stratis holders attacked me like crazy. Now, I do have Stratis. I did a Stratis interview on Ty Zen's channel, me, Ty Zen, and Leon Fu. I do believe in Stratis. It is a good project. And as Bitcoin continues to do good, Stratis is going to continue to do good as well. But the same thing goes to Stratis. Look at this move. It's too sharp of a move. I'm not saying I think Stratis is going to come down because it's a bad idea, nor do I think Pivx is a bad idea, but the move up is too sharp. This isn't sustainable. All right. Especially when we got this candle here, which created a wick, and then the next consecutive candles didn't even come back to the wick. All right. They came up, they created their own wicks, but they didn't, the height of the wick got lower and lower. All right. So lower highs and lower lows. This is in a downtrend. All right. I think it's going to come back to at least, most 33,000 and at least to about 41,000 Satoshis. This is going to be the candle that tells it all. If it closes below my 14-day moving average, then I would have to say that it's going to continue downward. All right, let's look at Ethereum Classic, because Ethereum Classic is an interesting one. It's pushing up, but Ethereum Classic has been steadily moving in a certain direction. All right. Now let's look at the overall move. It came from down here from around 96,000 Satoshis. All right. It pushed up to 313,000 Satoshis. All right. I threw the fib on here. For those of you who know, I'm perfecting a different way of using fibs that fits my trading style. All right. So I personally like support and resistance lines better because they can be back tested. But the fibs are good for current moves. All right. So it pushed up, it hit 313,000 Satoshis. All right. It came back down. It tested the 50% mark. It pushed back up to the 70% mark. It could not break it. It came back down right back to that 50. All right. And it's, as you can see, my support and resistance line, which I put on here before I use my fib, is right in between the 50 and the 38, which is a sweet spot. All right. So this is a good support line. All right. And usually markets come back to 38 before truly deciding the direction. All right. But the reason that I think Ethereum Classic is at least going to retest 313 313,000 Satoshis is because of the continuous signals, all right, the confluence, all right. As I said, confluence is, you can roughly, in a layman terms, it's just multiple reasons why something will do it, what you think, all right. So we have a bullish continuation near support, we have a bullish crossing, all right. But the only thing I would wait to get into this market if you're going to trade it. Now, if you're going to hold Ethereum Classic for the long run, I think Ethereum Classic is going to go to much more than $3-4. So you can get in anytime you like, and you just have to have a strong hand and hold on. All right. But as far as trading, I would need Ethereum Classic to not only break this wick with a volume candle with a lot of momentum, I'm going to need it to break the 313,000 mark. All right. But right after the 313,000 mark, there's another level of resistance. And then there's another one I haven't tacked it on, but yeah. So Ethereum Classic may be the big winner within the month. And okay, let's talk about some reasons why Ethereum Classic may be pushing up. Ethereum Classic, I think it's going to, between the cap on the amount of Ethereum Classic that's going to be made, between from the hybrid method that they're talking about employing, which is proof of stake and proof of work, developers may start looking at Ethereum Classic more seriously as far as putting their ICOs on Ethereum Classic. Now, the one thing that Ethereum Classic can possibly, let me get out this screen share. The one thing that Ethereum Classic can possibly do to beat out Ethereum, because this is still early in this, guys. In this aspect, it is still very early. Ethereum is essentially right now a printing press. Yes, it's for smart contracts. Yes, it has the capability of doing that. But the Solidity language is it's new. It's hard for people to understand and develop on. All right, because there's so many variables. Ethereum is essentially a printing press. And when I say a printing press, its sole use right now is to make more coins, to make ICOs, to print out other coins. All right. Now, Ethereum Classic, the original Ethereum, some may argue, well, that's another argument. Don't get me in that one. But it is, but whatever. Just don't get me in that. Has the same qualities of capabilities of being a printing press. But the one thing that they can beat Ethereum Classic out at is actually making it easy for developers to build on their platform. Now, if they make it easy for developers to build on their platform without having to master Solidity, they will very well may catch up to Ethereum very easily. This is the case with Lisk also. Lisk is a sleeper to me only because the fact that it is built in JavaScript, and JavaScript has a huge fan base. It has multiple developers that are already ready to use JavaScript and have been using JavaScript for a lifetime. All right. So if Lisk comes out and their platform is smooth, it looks nice, it's going to be pretty easy for Java developers to build on it because it's Java. If they come out and they do that and the platform is secure, Lisk is going to take off. Lisk did start off, they started off the race and they tripped and they stumbled and they couldn't access the funds and this and that. But they do have a chance to come up from behind. So, I was going to say something about Stratis, but that's hypothetical. But from me talking to some of my more technical friends, they're saying that in the future, Stratis can be used for smart contracts as well. This isn't from the developers, but this is from some of my more technical friends looking at what Stratis can possibly be used for within the future. So I just threw that out there. Don't go and buy Stratis because I said that. Do your own due diligence. But before we get out of here, I want to look at the comment section, see what you guys are talking about. See if you guys have any comments. Did Bitconnect cut the live stream? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened with that one. Do you guys have any questions? Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button and help me build my subscriber base. All right. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't checked out that interview on Bitcoin, Adam Meister, I was about to call him the Bitcoin Meister. He is the Bitcoin Meister. On Adam Meister's channel, I was on there on Friday with me, Leon Fu. It's a very good, it was a very good discussion between all of us. I've been watching, me and Adam have been watching each other for a long time now. And congratulations to him on his success on his channel. But like I said, do you guys have any questions before we get up out of here? I don't want to make this one too long. Yes. So to wrap it up, like I said, I do think Bitconnect is a pyramid scheme solely because it isn't listed on any exchanges. When you're getting a token, you're receiving a token with the only thing that it can be used for is to lend more tokens, to lend it out. Like, I'm not really sure why I would want to do that. As a matter of fact, let's quickly look at Bitconnect's website, because these are the things you have to do, guys. Okay, so hold on. Let me get into a quick screen share. Let's look at Bitconnect's website. All right. And for those of you who did not know that you can do this, this is the easy way to do it. You come to CoinMarketCap, you click on the coin, and you can go to website. And their website will pop up. Okay, the first thing I did was I came down, I scrolled down, I looked at the site. All right, I read a little bit into it. Every couple of steps, they want me to, the main thing that they're trying to get me to do is download the wallet. All right. All right, they do have an Android app. This means nothing. The Android market is anybody can put an app on Android. It is very loose as far as what they let on their app store. It is very, very loose. There are a lot of things on Android app store that you will click and it will give your Android phone a virus. All right, but this is the main thing that I did. I clicked on a roadmap. All right. And I would estimate that we're about here on the roadmap. Develop smart card for everyday utility. So I can swipe my Bitconnect at the corner store on my debit card. All right. And then the next thing that I saw was partnership with number of merchants and service providers. Why? What does this coin have that other cryptocurrencies don't have? Is there a 1 second block time? Is there what is it? Do you have some kind of private send? This roadmap is one of the worst roadmaps I've ever seen. There's no, it's very vague. And on top of it being very vague, the things that it's saying that it's going to accomplish are trivial at best. All right, so I don't even want to look at this anymore. I got to get out of here. All right, I'm not comfortable. I'm personally not comfortable with promoting something like that. I'm not. Do what you like. All right, but if you want to increase your Bitcoin holdings the safe way, buy Bitcoin. If you want to increase your cryptocurrency holdings the safe way, buy some kind of crypto. Buy a hardware wallet. Store it on your hardware wallet. All right. Or get into trading Bitcoins. All right. So thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate you all. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel. Yeah. Oh, if you would like to take my one-on-one cryptocurrency trading course, email me, chasethatcoin@gmail.com. We'll sit down one-on-one and we'll go through the basics and advanced levels of trading, techniques of trading that I use to capitalize not only on the cryptocurrency market, but on the Forex market as well. A lot of cryptocurrency traders can't do that. They can't take their trading skill or knowledge and transfer it over into a traditional market because I'm whatever. But yeah, email me at chasethatcoin.com, chasethatcoin@gmail.com. Or if you just want to, if you have a question pertaining to cryptocurrency, or if you want to just say hey or whatever, look in the description for donation information, and keep chasing that coin, ladies and gentlemen.